What's up, Dragon Knights? Kid Dragon signing in here. Today, this is a second installment of the anime talk that I'll probably be doing a lot of. This first thing that I want to say, the first anime talk I did had zero structure. I didn't plan it. I was just speaking out straight out of my mind, and it was pretty bad and disorganized. So this time, I actually have notes on my computer screen of bullet points of what I'm going to talk about in this one. I am going to mention a few anime that I mentioned in the first one just to reiterate them in case you missed the first one. So, as I am a big anime watcher, I have moved my Attack on Titan poster from the first video, and it is now right behind my head instead of over there. Where the Attack on Titan poster used to be, I now have an Evan Peters poster. I'm a big American Horror Story fan. I'm off topic again. Okay. So first things first, so I'm a big watcher of anime. I haven't watched as many as most people, but I have been watching a lot. I try to keep up with new anime as well as some old anime. And so today I'm going to talk about some new anime and some old anime to suggest to you guys. If you insist on ruining your life, then go ahead and watch any anime that I speak about in any of my anime talk videos. Some of them I may repeat over and over without even noticing. I went and watched back the first one, and I noticed on my list that I have, a few of them I have already mentioned, but I'm going to mention them again because why the fuck not? Okay, so let's talk about some of the new anime first. The new anime that I am most dying to talk about is Yuri on Ice. If you've seen it, congratulations, you're part of the club. If you haven't, it is about ice skating, slightly gay, but it's an interesting story. My favorite part was the ice skating. I liked watching it skate, and I liked the music that they play. The theme song, I have the theme song in my YouTube playlist, just because the theme song is so catchy. And it is a good anime. I wish it had a little more drama and maybe more romance than it did. But all in all, it's a really good anime. If you watch it, you will probably be obsessed with it. A lot of people are once they start watching it. So the next new anime that I've seen is Izetta the Last Witch. It's just a cute little anime where there's this little witch girl and she saves people from Germans. I guess it's pretty much it. She becomes friends with a princess and they fight, and she uses her magic to protect them. It's a cute little anime. It wasn't the best, but it was cute, and I'd suggest that you can watch it if you're into the kind of action-y, cute, funny moments kind of anime. Another one was Brave Witches. It is another cute action-type anime. They kind of don't wear pants. Like, they just wear panties and then a top over it for some reason. I don't know why. But they're just cute little characters, and they're witches, and they fight things. So another anime, if you are into big, muscly anime guys wearing tight clothes, then I suggest you watch All Out. It is about rugby, which is a sport played in the UK, I think. And it is, well, I don't really need to add much more than that. They're big, muscly men in tight clothes tackling each other. What more could a girl want? So that is most of the good new anime that I will suggest that I've seen. Some of the others I've seen are not the best, but so that I suggested to you the ones that I think are okay. So some older anime, I won't go into detail about these. I will just give you the names of these anime. If you're into horror, the horror genre, I suggest Corpse Party, The Future Diary, and Parasite. All three of those have blood in them, so be prepared if you're into that. If you want some more action-typed anime, there's World Trigger, Fate Zero, and Attack on Titan, which I mentioned in my last video. If you're into the sadder, more emotional type anime, there's Angel Beats and Your Lie in April. You will cry at the end of both of those anime. And there's also Clanad and Clanad After Story, which I also mentioned in the first video, but I'm mentioning it again just because it was so good. I just want to keep talking about it. It was emotional and took an emotional toll on me to watch, but it was so good. And some anime that I personally recommend that you watch is Noragami, seasons 1 and 2. It is about a god, and it's just really cute anime, and it's one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorite anime is actually Vampire Knight. I cosplayed that. I also talked about me cosplaying it in the last video. Vampire Knight, I cosplayed the main character Yuki Cross, and it's about vampires. It's dramatic, and I think it's a really good anime. Another anime is Death Note, and if you haven't heard of Death Note, I'm not going to spoil it or explain anything, because my friend actually gave me the biggest spoiler to Death Note, and so I didn't even finish watching it because I knew what was going to happen. So if you're into, just watch Death Note. You won't regret it. The last personal one that I recommend is Valkyria Chronicles, which is an anime that a good friend of mine, Bradley, has suggested for me to watch. And he actually has his own YouTube channel, and I will put a link to his channel in the description. He plays games. He's cool with his games. And so Valkyria Chronicles is based off of a video game. So that's why he suggested it to me. And there's one episode that took an emotional toll on me, but other than that, it was pretty cool and action-packed, and I suggest you guys watch it. So that is all I have planned for today's anime talk, I believe. Oh, yeah, one more thing. I was going to show you guys my wall here. Every time I finish an anime, I have my mom print out a photo, and I'm going to fill up my entire wall and possibly even the roof with these anime photos, and I wanted to show you guys my anime wall so far. I have like 50 on here, I think, around there. I have around 50, maybe a little more than that, and it's growing ever so slowly. The more anime I watch, it grows. I plan for it all to be full, from our whole room just to be full of these photos, because it's not like I have anything better to do in my spare time. So yes, I do believe that this time that is it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. Kid A Dragon signing out. Bye!